4020 into bottom photo day. This video is brought to you by Ravenscraft Realty of Northeast Missouri.
And my first evening in the new tractor. Not really new anymore. We're at 18 hours. Cruising along, 9 mile an hour. Had a pretty good day of replanting so far. Down the bottom now. I'll finish all the planting of fields we tore up. We'll have some stuff to spot in tomorrow, but anyway, tractor is not like the other one, other than it has these giant displays that can put so many things on there. There's a blank spot over here too. I kind of ran out of things to put on it. We're doing 65 acres an hour at this speed. 99% seedlation, so we're doing okay. But anyway, finish the corn spotting in tomorrow, which is Friday, and then just keep after the beans. And it's Saturday. Got rained out yesterday, Friday, before noon on my replant. This is why I don't like replant. This is what it looks like. Low spots, tiles ground out, so a little bit here, a little bit there. Got one more spot to go redo, and should be completely done with the corn.
Today we've got a special mission, and that involves the 4320 and the disc. So we're gonna go do some tillage sins up at some good ground, and this is the tractor of the day. But before I leave, yes, I know there's fuel leak. I'm gonna check the oil level, which we're good on. And then I'll prime up the fuel filter, or make sure it's primed, which it is. We're gonna hook the disc up and get to work. The disc is hooked up. I gotta put some air in that tire over there, but the rest are good. Man, this tractor is just so cool. I just love it. Well, this is going smooth so far. I'm most of the way done with my first pass. Then I'll hit it again at a little different angle, kind of chop it up some more, and then field cultivate it later today. But this is pretty good ground. Unfortunately, it's in the middle of town. I think this is thoroughly disced and powderized, ready for a field cultivator. I'm not proud of this sod tapping dream, but sometimes you gotta do stuff you don't like. Well, it gives the 4320 a workout. Well, I'm tugging the field cultivator with the 8230 today, since the 7020 has got, I'm working on it. But this tractor is somewhat overkill for a 22-foot field cultivator. And by somewhat overkill, I mean entirely overkill. I'm pulling it at like 8 miles an hour. Doesn't even know it's back there. I could probably go 10, but no. But nice and smooth, ready for another 20 years of no-till. The problem with the last time was that two ag teachers ago, they had a plow day, which was like 20 years ago. And I don't know if they worked it again after the plow day to smooth it up, because there's dead furrows all over the place out here. You can feel every one of them. But I've dissed it twice and field cultivated it twice, so surely now it'll be good enough to plant. This is pretty forgiving ground, so I'm hoping for 60 bushel beans. This has done pretty good in years past. Hopefully it'll be even better next year, or this year I should say. You know, the 4020 gets to come out to play this afternoon. Just got off the phone with Rob, and he says we need to replant some sunflowers. Well, let's get her going. Rob just pulled out of here with the 8230 and the field cultivator. And I'm gonna plant this stuff that's worked up. Then there's some no-till over there and some no-till over there. 4020 is okay for now. Kinsey got her set for 22,000, and I got some seed, so let's get something done. This tractor is so easy. It's just awesome. But it took a lot longer than it should have, just because it was in 1, 2, 3, 4 patches. So, you know, it's a food plot, sunflower thing. What can you do? At least I have this cool 404 to listen to. Today's the day. FFA plot is done. Worked up pretty nice and smooth, or smooth enough anyway. Got the planter switched over to beans. I'm just waiting on my man Cooper from Suter Seed Services to come and help me out. I'm actually wearing a Suter Seed shirt today. That's coincidental, didn't intend for that. But Cooper's gonna be bringing me the bean seed. Should take about 6 units. We'll get 7 just to be sure. But it's 5.5 acres here. That shouldn't be too bad. At least it's all right here, and it's a rectangle-ish. That side's a little bit longer than this side. Everything was going fine until I noticed that there was something definitely wrong. Well, sounds like a when I get home problem. I've got my other transport hydraulic stopped in, so I'll pick the planter up, pick that one up off the ground, so hopefully we don't tear it up anymore before we get home. Well, that farmed pretty easily, so if we get home, I'll call this mission a success. My warning lights even work. My 2005 Dodge has been pulling the fuel trailer since about April 2nd, and it's quite heavy, so I think I'm gonna free this old girl from her burden. Yeah, this fuel trailer is pretty darn slick. Wait till we look at the jack. I mean, this thing is awesome. Yeah, there's the jack, right? Now watch this. Look at this button. Trailer up. Wow. Look, it just picks itself up. A little while ago, I took the new 8RX off the corn planter while Dad was finishing up some bean planting. We unhooked the bean planter from that 8RX. Now we're gonna hook it to the former corn planter tractor. So that we can try to put some hours on this one, so we're not putting all the hours on that one. First, today I've gotten thoroughly nasty and filthy, and it's a white shirt, but I seem to somehow attract dirt. It's about 9 o'clock, and Dad needed a ride, and I'm the man for the job. 8RX, well, this one only goes 22 down the road. Bright lights. Dad's a little bit nicer than I am when he takes stuff down the road in low light condition. I turn all the lights on so that people know I'm coming. I wondered where my soda went, and it's still right there on the toolbox where I left it. Uh-oh. I got out here and got going pretty early this morning, and I passed 100 acres before 11 o'clock. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah. Our gauge wheel ride is pretty good. Population, we're always a little bit high. And there's probably 5 acres left in this little finger over here. Yeah, I know, row unit 9's giving me problems. Yeah, right in there. We got a little bit left, and then there's 60-something acres here on this west side. But generally, this is a pretty good running farm. And Dad called me a couple minutes ago, and he told me the news. He said, "Hey, I think you're going to go down the bottom with your planter, being the Kinsey, and we're going to go plant some beans in a big drowned out spot in the middle of a field of corn." So Mackenzie gets to go to the bottom today. Now, that'll be fun. And it won't take me very long. I'll be done, by the end of the day. Shoot, may even come and plant some beans with this thing again. No, probably not. But yeah, get to test out the Kinsey in a big field.
Got Chase out here planting beans on a field he got rained out of last week. Letting him run my new tractor. But I'm actually taking his spot back, and he's going to go down to the bottom in a drowned out spot in the middle of a cornfield and plant some beans with his 40-20 and the Kinsey. So I figure I'm better at running this one than his planter, so we will trade spots and keep going. He's got along really good today. He's already planted 130 or 40 acres, and it's just noon, so he got a pretty early start. Good, nice flat open field, so made a lot of progress.
Well, I got some more seed graphite. We're locked, loaded, and ready to go. This is the first time in memory that I've had one of my own tractors down here at my own house. But Wyatt and I, we about got her moved down here. Just a little ways more to go. Actually, I think I'll take a break here while this train gets out of the way. I don't want to be causing a traffic jam anywhere. Made it to the bottom. Cooper Suter just left, and he left me with plenty of beans, and there's some low spots out there, and that's where we're gonna go plant. Well, that's one low spot done, one more to go, but this one is quite a bit larger. And now I've got my monitor working properly, so it's actually pretty cool. Tell us if you're planting or not, and how many acres you've done. Quite handy. Yeah, I still got my earplugs in. I don't want to be like my grandpa and have to say, "Huh? What'd you say?" every time someone says something. That's my mom's dad, not my dad's dad. Well, sometimes his hearing isn't the greatest either. Well, this is going pretty well. Nice and clean. I don't have trouble getting stuff in the ground. This is pretty good dirt, but as you can see by that wet spot, we're starting to get into the maybe flexible ground, so I may have to go around some of this. Oh man, this is awesome. I love this. Yep, got my sunscreen on, sunglasses, hearing protection. I'm having a ball. I'm gonna bail out right about now. No thanks. I don't want to get stuck. I have a feeling that if I went any further into that area, that I wouldn't be coming out without a tug. So I think that's it. Oh, shut up, monitor. That's it for being spotted 2024 in the bottom. Actually, it's not. But, I'm gonna run this thing back up over there where we park a bunch of stuff and leave it sit. I'm gonna call for a ride and get on home. Corn is definitely a little tall. Very much taller, and the 40-20 would be knocking it over. The open station up here can get kind of warm if the wind's blowing a certain way, but the key area down here, that's hot to the touch. Of course, the bell housing is right there, and the engine's right there. What a day. I hope I didn't get sunburnt.
Yeah, Chase got done with his spotting them beans in the bottom, so he kicked me out of my tractor. Back there at the park. Already got 20 acres planted out of the 80 or something, so we'll get this knocked out tonight. It's gonna have been a really productive day.
I'm back in the tractor I started in, and this one's quite a bit more comfortable than the 4020. And of course, we're starting to get some of that 4-letter R word. So I'm hoping that I can finish this little bottom field here before it actually starts. I don't really have that much left. It's mostly end rows, and then got about 25 acres on the hill. But I don't know if I'll get to that tonight the way it's going. Conditions are starting to deteriorate, but I only have like 4 acres left, so we're just gonna close our eyes and pretend that this didn't happen. Besides, no-till fixes everything, right? I just got to pick up this last little bit here in the middle, and then we're done. There's actually closer to 85 acres here, but who's counting anyway? And I got to fold back up, and supposedly that gap there is 50 feet wide. I'm here to tell you right now, it isn't even 40 feet wide. I tried to cross through it, and I was like, I'm going to run into that tree with the planter. I think I have to fold up. So I'm going to see if the park board will let me do some snip with a chainsaw and make that a real 50-foot crossing. But given that this is a park and public property, I am limited with what I can do here. I'm planting beans here at Woodland, and you can kind of see them right over there. There's a family of coyote pups. Actually, not a family because the mom's not there, but there's coyote pups that are in a terrace riser. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna, yeah. Yep, there he is. There's one where he's sticking his head out of the pipe. Aw, he's so cute. Peekaboo. I'll honk the horn and see what he does. Evidently, they don't like the horn. I'm so glad I finished planting for the day just for it to rain on it 4 minutes later. Or, maybe not quite 4 minutes. I got 240 acres planted. It's about 6:30. As that doesn't look good. Here we are, a half mile down the road. Dry as can be. Well, it's got to start and stop raining somewhere. I guess right here's the spot. Well, judging by the wet road about 100 yards away, I'd say that's where it's going to start raining. We're going to find out in 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. I'm out in the bottom on a little evening drive / limited crop tour. We got another 2/10 of rain this morning, so out of the field today. We did fix the diamond harrow a little bit, and yesterday we had to fix the VT because someone got a little too close to something with the rolling basket. So I had to do some heating and straightening on that. But just out looking around, things look pretty good. This isn't our corn, but other side of the road is. And the beans next to the levee look fantastic. Really, all the stuff down here looks pretty good, minus the drowned out spots and the spots where the river is getting up. But that's live farming next to a river. Well, if I had more time, I'd go check out the beans that I spotted in the big low spot, but I do not. So just enjoy this lovely scene down here. Now, living down in the bottom, it's pretty all right, but unfortunately, no more sunsets really. The hill, or the giant hill behind my house, kind of blocks those. I just had to come and stop and check out the replant rig, earning its keep quite a bit this year actually. But still got some beans on the planter. Well, I had to dump these 2 row units into this one. But still got some more beans to spot in once the river goes down. I like coming down to this farm, just a pretty neat place. But I'm gonna check out the sweet corn that I planted. How many days ago was that? 3 or 4 days ago. All right, I found one of these little guys right down here. It's already got a root on and everything. So it doesn't take very long when the ground is warm and there's plenty of moisture. Let's see if I can put him back and see if he'll keep doing his thing or not. I highly doubt it, but it's worth a shot. The beans in this grassy area are kind of stunted because of the grass, but the beans out in the main part of the field are looking quite nice. There's a low spot right through there. I spotted some in while I was down here, but this looks pretty good. This is actually where I did my deep tillage ripper activity with the University's electric tractor. So it'd be neat to see if there's any, well, actually there might be, because this is where the tillage took place. The plants are a little bit taller here, and here, which is funny because that's the same spot that the ripper went over. Well, there's about 12 acres here that got hit with the single shank ripper. So come fall, if this area yields any higher, we'll know what the difference was. Much to my surprise, the beans that I spotted in right here are already up. That's pretty cool. Well, that's really all I've got to say for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it and hope you stick around, catch the next one. I'm going on a little mini vacation this weekend, so I'll probably miss the the tail end of planting beans, but oh well. Always next year, I suppose. But hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Here's one last look at the 4020 T.